Hi, everyone. Welcome to the story behind the story. Today we have Dr. Hynd Bouhia. Please introduce yourself, Hynd.
Thank you so much for having me, Adrienne. It's such a pleasure to be here. Um, my name is Hynd Bouhia, and I am from Morocco, connecting actually from Morocco. How much of my introduction would you like me to do? Long, short? Tell
That's
me.
great. That's perfect. Let's just dive right in because everyone is here to find out about your amazing book, Bal, Believe, Act, Lead. So please tell us, why did you write this book?
I wrote this book because I wanted to share with every woman with the word my own journey and how through my own journey I channeled a method that seemed so perfectly fit to when you find yourself in despair and you have lost your way. And so being able to rise up, recreating yourself or finding the spark again, finding something to look up to and re-believe in yourself and in your dreams. That's what drove, what basically behind why I wrote this book.
Absolutely. And you have such an incredible story and such an incredible journey. Can you tell us just a little bit, a high level of where you've been and where you are now?
Yeah, well, I started as an engineer. So an engineer, then I did my PhD at Harvard, working on engineering and development because since I was young, I had this love for development and like a strong belief that I have a mission, which is to help the world become free of poverty. And so I really wanted to learn everything I could so that I can transfer technology and help countries that are lacking, dragging behind the developing world. So I had that drive. It's like I was believing in that. So I did that when I joined the World Bank, because the World Bank was really embodying that mission of a world free of poverty. And I just loved it. So I
Yeah.
worked for 8 years in Washington at the World Bank in different countries on strategies for poverty reduction, infrastructure development. So, everything that makes you feel you're in the middle of making a difference in the world. And so that was such a beautiful part of my career and the beginning of my career, in fact. And after that, I returned to Morocco because I wanted to go back, but also because of the pressure from the family saying, you got to get married, you have to come back, you have to get married, you have to start your family. so, and, but also I was called by the prime minister to join his office. So it was just perfect. A next step of after working on strategies at the regional and global level to actually be in the midst of national strategies, policy making, and how you can feel that you articulate every actions and strategic initiatives for different sectors towards growth and development. So that was really big part of my focus and my life is to sustainability, sustainable development, and growth.
Funny, did
And
anyone else hear in there that the belief that started this all and then the
oh
actions,
yes,
the
it was
leadership?
all in the belief. You know what, Andrea? Although this method is something that I worked on this past 2 years, but it's actually my own life. When I think about it, it's what,
Yeah.
my own belief in this mission, my own belief in my dream, which was to go to Harvard, right? Because it was so far away. We didn't speak English. It was just far, it was not the internet era. It was
Yeah.
in the 80s. There is no internet. There is nothing. You got to really hold on to what you really want to do and to believe in it.
Yeah.
And that's, that already showed that if you believe in magic, because to me, when I found myself in the yard walking and every walk, every day, I was so grateful. I was so grateful for having let myself believe in the possibility, because I could have, I could have listened to everyone saying, are you crazy? I mean, it's like, where are you? We're going to get there. It's like impossible. It's like, well, no, but I didn't. I just didn't. And somehow that was my, every step I was doing, that's how I found myself in, the most beautiful meeting rooms, and with head of states, and when decision makers of the word. And because I believed truly in the role I had. And so there is that belief. But why I am today, I feel poised to share it with the word, because somehow in my journey, I lost that touch with that strong belief. I was so overwhelmed with responsibility. I became an entrepreneur. I was a mother of 4, and so much responsibilities, pleasing everyone. And when you start pleasing everyone, you kind of lose your boundaries.
Yes.
And you actually, everybody's eating you up a bit, and your self-worth and self-esteem and yourself is shaken. And so I was faced with so many challenges in the corporate world. It's like one of the biggest challenges that any CEO could ever, it's like the nightmare.
Yeah.
And having touched rock bottom as an entrepreneur, it's, that's when I woke up again, and where is Hynd? And I think the remembering, that those feelings from before.
Yeah, because surprise, you can't please everyone.
No,
It's impossible. So you got to please yourself, right? Yeah. So who did you write this book for, and what do you hope they will take away from the book?
I wrote this book for every woman, because I don't think you need to touch rock bottom to wake up. You don't. You
No.
really don't. That's why I'm like, you can dream big. You can, just say, okay, I'm good, I'm fine, but you can aim for extraordinary. You can go for incredible. You can go for the spark. You can go for the magic. You can go for that perfect life, the perfect relation, the love, the appreciation, the abundance, the wealth, the impact, everything. There is nothing that stops you. And when you understand that, often we are limited by a box we've created to ourselves, you can break free when you start really understanding how the mind functions, how the subconscious mind can be reprogrammed, how energetics work. So there is a lot of spirituality. I mean, you weaved through the book. I mean, you read it, Adrienne. So
Absolutely.
You can that. But to me, what I was, I know the question was, why did I write it at this time? Was able to write it not before now. It's because I had to go through my own healing, and I had to go through my own connections with the divine, the spirituality, that bigger force of life, and understand it and feel it before being able to say, now I can write it from a place of wisdom and a place of healing, really, not somebody still hurt and full of rage.
Yeah.
I grew up from that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hynd. That is so beautiful. We thank you for writing this book on behalf of all women. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story so bravely and vulnerably and beautifully. And thank you for all the wisdom that you've packed into this very, it's a very densely packed book. There's a lot in there. It's not too long. It's just like, it's a firecracker. Do you want to hold up the cover for us?
Yes, I love the cover. Is simple. You can see it's simple. It has, you can't see it well, but it has bell in pink on the bottom, because we wanted to give a little hint to the beauty of feminine and feminine energy. Believe has some sparks in it, as well as lead, because it's all magic. It's like, open the door to magic and let magic operate in your life.
Oh,
And that's what this
what a
book is.
perfect quote to end on. Let
Yeah.
magic into your life. I love that. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everyone out there, go pre-order this book immediately. It will change the way you believe, the way you act, the way you lead. It will change your life. Thank you, Hynd, so much for being here.